it is Wednesday, September the 4th. Welcome to Grand Rising Elizabeth Wealth Building Wednesday. Wealth Building Wednesday.
Yes.
Whew, we're in the middle of the week. How's it going? How's it going? How you doing, Evelyn?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing
That's
okay.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Everyone is out and about.
You out and about. You had to take RJ
I'm
to
gonna try
school
to
this
take my.
morning?
Yes, ma'am. And he was late. He couldn't find his shoes.
I had to take Jabril to work this morning, and I was like, come on now, I got to get back on time. We got some good stuff today. We got some good stuff going on
Okay,
today.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
so excited about this week. I'm so excited about the future. I'm so excited about the event that's coming up. Is that this? What day is that? With Deetra.
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, I am
I'm
too.
excited
I'll be
about
up there
coming to that.
today setting up, setting up. She already said, "Can I come in at this time?" Yes, you absolutely. You can come in and get ready.
Yes, yes. Because how you gonna be wealthy and you're not healthy? So
Mm-hmm.
health is wealth. Health is the new wealth, If
Mm-hmm.
you're not if you're not healthy, you're not wealthy in that particular area. We want to be wealthy in all areas of our life, not just one
Right.
particular area in our life.
Mhm.
So today is Wednesday, so I want to start off our Wednesday with a Wednesday success story. Now, this success story I have read before, but I felt compelled to read it today.
Okay.
Today's Wednesday success story is on Kevin Plank. Kevin Plank is a multi-billionaire owner and founder of Under Armour Sportswear. Like most successful people, Kevin had a rough start. He was the youngest of five brothers. Welcome, Stacy. Kevin was kicked out of school he attended and having too many failing grades. He also had aspirations to start his own business. He began selling t-shirts and brackets at vending events to earn money. Later, Kevin started a business selling roses to people during the Valentine's Day season. He needed help delivering the roses, so he asked his girlfriend, Desiree, to help him with his business. She agreed to help and began selling roses door to door. One day, after playing in a football game, Kevin realized he had completed, sweated through his cotton shirt. This gave him an idea to design a shirt made from a fabric other than cotton that would not feel wet after playing sports. After saving all his profits from vending t shirts and selling roses, Kevin bought the type of synthetic fabric that is used in women's lingerie. He then had Taylor made a series of prototype shirts that would fit tight against the skin and wick away sweat. He called them compression shirts. Kevin recalls the first shirt sucked. The second one sucked a little less. The seventh iteration finally worked. Plank had no patent on synthetic fabrics. He just went for it without having a patent. Kevin tried to sell his shirts out of an old 1994 Bronco. The truck had well over 250,000 miles on it. Things didn't work out the way he planned. Kevin lost all of his money and had to move in with his mother. Using five credit cards, Kevin kept pushing his product until he saw success. Under Armour is now a multi-billion-dollar company. It is in line to compete with Nike for the number one sports brand. Kevin is now married to Desiree, his girlfriend, and helped him sell roses for his first business. Kevin gives millions of dollars to charities and helps the disadvantaged all over the world. All right, Kevin Plank. It just goes to show you that all of these millionaire and billionaire success stories, you know, they didn't always start off with perfection.
Mhm.
You know, they had to stay in the game, you know. And if we keep staying focused and we keep being diligent, keep being consistent, everybody get their suddenly. That's what my mentor called the suddenly. Everybody get their time and chance. It's in the Bible that everybody gets their time and chance. So we just have to stay in the game. We gotta stay in the game, baby, and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Follow your bliss till you can't follow your bliss no more. Your whole job is to feel good and be happy. Today, my golden nugget for today this morning was gratitude, being grateful, being thankful. You know, there are so many blessings. If you sit back and just look at your life, you will see all the blessings and you will attract many more blessings.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, yes. And, when we're talking about entrepreneurship, it is so much bigger than us, so much bigger than us. And, we got work to do. God works through people.
Mhm.
Whenever there's something that's going on in the world, who comes to the rescue? People. I think God just decided, set it up like that, that we need one another. Like we need one another. We need to give more love. We need to be more compassion, with others. One of the young ladies, she hasn't been on the show in a while, Terry Gant,
Mhm.
and she did a post today, and it was just so compelling that sometimes you don't know what people are going through, and she's suffering with she says she's has concerns with the autoimmune system.
Mhm.
And so I had to do some research this morning on that. And sometimes you don't know, and the people suffer in silence. And so she was talking about being kind, being compassionate, love on people, because you never know what people are going through. And so I did a little, research on it, and it can affect, your mindset. Even though it, I asked Chat GPT, like, does it affect your mind? And yes, autoimmune system can affect your mind. It could cause depression. The pills that you're taking has different side effects, and so that can affect you. And so it's a lot of people who suffer with different things, and so you know being compassionate to one another and helping people with each other and showing love, that's what we need more of.
Yeah.
you know. So I'm so excited today for our very own guest today, Miss Stacy Scott.
Okay. Okay.
She is so multifaceted, and I just thought that she would be a great person to have on the show today. We had a deep conversation yesterday. And I'm so excited to know that we're going to collaborate on some things. I didn't properly introduce myself as LaKeisha LaGrande, aka Madam Finance, because I love helping protect people income. I love helping people to become more financially independent. So I am, thrilled about that. I'm also one of the proud owners of Natural Living by Design, which is a health and wellness company. And Stacy is also in the health and wellness space. And she's a businesswoman. Always striving, always working on her personal development, which is key to success. And Queen, you are also as well. You're always working on, your personal development. You always, finding a new way of doing things and improving on things. And that's one of the things that really attracted me to Grand Rising Elizabeth, because everybody is working on growing and doing better and increasing, their success. We've all had many successes. Everybody's success is different, you know. Money is one part of it, but success comes in, many forms. So I would like to find out, what is success to you? What is success to you?
That's a
Have you
question
ever
for us.
Yes, have you thought about it? Have you ever thought about what's success to you? Like success for me would be to be able to be happy and feel good every day.
Mhm.
That's success to me, to be able to feel good and be happy every day and to live life on my terms. That's success to me. Yes, money does play a part in that, but it does. And so I love being able to feel good, be happy every day. That's success to me, to live in that space of joy, happiness, peace, freedom. When you live your vibration and energy on that level, wealth don't have no choice but to come.
Mhm.
It don't have no choice but to come. So that's what success is to me. Do anybody want to share what success is to them?
Well,
Have,
success to me, it basically, I think I have to ditto what you said. Success is unconditional love flowing between me and others that come into my space. You know, success is healthy, being because when you're in pain, you go through it, you deal with it, you drag them legs or them arms or that belly on with you. But the success is actually um, getting through and the healing, of that doesn't exist anymore. So whatever you had to do to make that go away, that's success, so
mm,
that you feel good now. And yeah, success is to me, success would be fulfilling on my dreams,
mm,
manifesting. That's success. And not necessarily, and not only the full dream, but whatever I accomplish that day uh, towards it is success, because you're getting one step closer and one step closer. And as you get one step closer, you find out there's another step on the other end.
yeah. Yes, yes. My mentor
Because,
says, go as far as you can see. When you
yes,
get, you're gonna see some
you'll
more.
see some more. So success would be the joy of it all. The
Mm,
joy of it all. Success would be, for me, family, because I love family. Uh, Success would be when the kids run up and when I step out and grandma, grandma's here. That's success to me. Yeah, that's success.
that's awesome. What
Yeah.
about you, Stacy? What is success for you?
The number one thing for me, um, for success, or what success means to me, is peace, having a peace of mind,
Mm,
And when I
wow,
say
that's
peace of
good.
mind, I mean a peace of mind in every area of my life, conquering that peace of mind,
Mm,
finding the spaces in my life that are disruptive
yeah.
and making sure that I hone in on them and ask myself some serious questions. What's going on in this area? Why don't I have peace in this area? And then set up some barriers and not so much barriers, but what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Boundaries. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
boundaries.
Bound.
Yeah. So, I had to learn over many years that, you have to set up boundaries and not to keep people out of your life, but to keep people to respect your life and to
Mhm.
respect your space and to respect your peace. Because if you're going to have peace in your life, we have to grab it. We have to take it and grab a hold to it and hold on to it and don't let nobody take it from you, and stand your ground. Like I had to stand my ground with my granddaughter this morning. And I'm like, oh no. And I surprised myself when I did it. Because I was like, she handed me this piece of paper to sign. And I'm like, okay, what is it? I don't know what it is. Just sign it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna sign it if I don't know what it is. So, and I want to teach you the same thing. Don't sign nothing if you don't know what it is. Now tell me what it is. I don't know, just sign it. And she took it to me and I give it back to her. And she went and turned around. I said, there's 2 questions on here that you didn't answer. And so basically what it was a, when you go back to school, they give you these accountability things so that you know what the policies are of the school and what's expected of you. And she had 2 questions that she didn't answer. And I'm like, Dana, there's 2 questions on here you didn't answer. She's like, I'm going to answer. And I'm like, well, what's the answer to it? I don't know. I said, well, I ain't signing it. And she got mad and she snatched it and she went over there and got up against the wall and was getting ready to put in her answers and stuff. But she's like, I'll sign it later on, because she wanted to be the boss. You need to boss me, that kind of thing. So I said, okay, you got it, Dad. He gonna sign it now. Signing it. I said, so go ahead and finish it and take it to him and sign it. And so since you mad at me, wake him up. He taking you to school too. I'm good about that. I'm like, wow, that set me some boundaries up. No, you don't get to come to me and tell me what I'm going to do. Especially when I'm trying to teach you some values. Don't sign nothing and you don't know what you're signing. Read it all first and then, figure it out.
How old is she?
She's 16.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
That generation. I know what I'm talking about. But anyway,
Oh, my goodness.
you tried to take control of the morning. I'm like, oh, you're trying to mess my whole morning up already. So I'm like, no, I'm not letting you do that. And then, I knew she was going to be mad at me in the car. So I was like, nope, you don't get to be mad at me on the way taking you to school. So that was my boundary I set. But yeah, peace of mind, it means everything to me. And working toward my goals, accomplishing my goals is a peace of mind. Because sometimes you can have so much on your plate, like we were talking about. You can have so much on your plate, you don't know what direction to go in. And so peace of mind to me right now, what I'm reaching for this time in my life, is I'm reaching for what makes me happy. What is it that I want to do? And I figured it out. The most important thing for me is, if I can't help somebody else, then I'm not happy. And I want to help somebody else. I want to be
We can't hear you. You muted by mistake. There we go.
I want to be able to help a lot of people. And in order for me to do that, I need to be passionate about what it is that I want to help them with. I need to be able to feel it, all the pieces. And I figured out what that is with all of the amounts of things that I got going on and trying to make it in this area and in that area. I said, I have to figure out one thing that I want to do right now, hone in on it and make it happen. And once I do that, I feel like I will have the peace that I need in the area that I want to be in, helping people be able to help themselves. That's really important for me to hone down what that piece is. And there's a lot of different areas in my life that I feel like are kind of destructive because life be lifing. So, I'm just going to take it one bite at a time and work on it. But I'm telling you right now, I am determined not to let anybody take my peace from me. Not anymore.
I know that's right. I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This year, I made a determination that I am not about to worry about anything.
Mhm.
I'm not going to worry about anything. I'm going to go back to the old LaKeisha when things was just flourishing, because I didn't worry about anything. I felt confident that all is well, and God loves him some LaKeisha LaGrande.
Yeah.
And no matter what circumstances, no matter what it looks like, I'm gonna be okay. Like, I'm gonna be okay, and I'm gonna always come out on top.
Mm-hmm.
And when you really believe that and know that all is well and that everything always works out for you and that no matter what, you're going to be okay, what is it to worry about?
Right.
What
Yeah.
is it to worry about? I stopped looking at my bank account. I'm like, okay, why you getting upset? Why you worrying? Because you know it's not gonna stay like that. So what
Right, right.
what you gotta do? Just what you gonna do? Okay, and just focus on what it is that you want, your desires, what it is that you want to do. Just follow your bliss. Like do what it is that you love to do, and everything else will just fall in line.
Mm-hmm.
It would just follow in line, follow your dreams. Just be concerned about what it is that you want, not what you don't have, not what it it should have been. No, everything is in divine order. So you right where you're supposed to be. Everything is in divine order. And just, stay in your happy place. I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like that is my whole goal is to stay in my happy place and feel good every day. It's nothing like it. I've been doing it so long, like, I don't even handle negativity very well. You know what I mean? Because I love being in this space. I love being in this space. And so that's what I work towards every single day, being in that space and not allowing people to take you off your square like you talked about earlier today, Stacy. You right. Because it's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You have a choice. People are not supposed to be able to just move you any kind of way. Like you have to have some type of structure, some type of form where people just don't
Mm,
have that emotional control over you.
right.
You're supposed to have control over your emotions. People shouldn't just be able to take you here, take you there. No, some stuff you got to learn how to just let it roll off of your shoulder. Like, I ain't taking that in. I ain't taking that in. Just let it roll off of your shoulder. And, yeah. So that's real good, y'all. Y'all is, woo, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
on fire.
That takes a lot of practice too, you know.
It does.
Let things roll off your shoulder because sometimes when they hit your shoulder, you be like, huh? No, we ain't
It
finna do that.
does.
And you have to
It
really
does.
think about what to do next, you
It
know.
is. That goes with, I don't know if you all heard about the 4 agreements. And so that's one of the things that you can never, to me, I just used to drill it into my boys that will definitely help you in your life. Like one is like be impeccable to your word. Like do what you say you're gonna do. Like be impeccable, make your word stand for something. Do what you say you're gonna do. And it's okay if you want to change your mind, change your mind. It's okay, but be impeccable to your word. The other one is don't take it personal. See,
Right.
that's challenging.
Mm,
Don't take it personal because it depends on who it's coming from. Is it coming from your husband, your sister, your children, your grand? That's hard not to take it personal depending on who it's coming from. And that's where you're gonna do your greatest work. Is around your family, your friends, the people that's close to you is where you're gonna do your greatest work, and that's gonna help you to actually grow is your
mm,
immediate family. And I remember my ex-husband, ooh, he could take me there. He could take me there so fast. But I had to work and I worked and I worked. Now I have so much better control. But like you said, Stacy, it does. It takes work.
that's his work.
That he cannot push my buttons like he used to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does take. So don't take it personal, and do your very best. I'm missing one. Be impeccable to your word. Don't take it personal. Don't assume nothing. Don't assume anything because you really can't read anybody's mind. You really
Mm-hmm.
don't know, don't assume anything and do your very best to stay in the happiest places you can. Some days are better than others, but just do your very best to be in that happy space and attract a lot of things. So, yeah. So thank y'all for bringing that back to my attention. Those things can really truly help you have a happier life, have a happier lifestyle. Don't take it personal. And when you took it personal, do y'all know when you took it personal?
Mm.
You took it personal when you're no longer in your happy place. The moment you're out of your happy place, that's the signal. I took
That's
it
it
personal.
right there. That's it. That's it.
Oh, Lord.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's the thing. Okay, I took that personal because when you no longer in your happy place, that means you done took it personal.
You say, whoa, whoa, oh,
Yeah.
I done took it
whoa.
personal. I done took it personal.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess I'll be taking a lot of things personal then. Because
Yeah,
I long to be in a happy place, like on a regular.
yes,
And I'm not
yes.
there yet. I just need to be transparent. I'm not there yet.
That's
I'm not
okay.
there. And I mean, Keisha, you are very inspiring. I got to say that to you because you're always like in that happy space. And then if you don't, if it don't appear that you're in that happy space, you bring that happiness in like, oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna be happy. Like, I mean, I care about you. If you like this, like, then all of a sudden, oh, wait a minute. Now guess what? Just bring it. If you ain't there, you bring it. And sometimes you have to pull happiness out. It's
Yes,
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 so
yes,
I got
yes,
to learn how to pull it out of me, you
yeah.
know.
yes. And talk to yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I used to think, I was like, Jabril be right here. I'm like, he talking to himself. But I remember some episode or something that I was watching, and it's healthy. That's one of the most healthiest conversations you can have, and the most empowering conversation that you can have is with yourself.
Yeah.
Telling yourself how beautiful you are, telling yourself this is going to be a great day, setting the intentions for the day. You got to set the intention and you got to remember it's always a choice. Like you have a choice to be mad or you have a choice to be angry. You have a choice when somebody swoop in front of you while you driving. You have a choice to cuss them out, or you have a choice to send love and light. Be like, okay, I'm sending you love and light today. I sure hope that you make it to your destination safely. Like
Right.
it's always, a choice. And you do have to be careful because when we upset and we let people disrupt our lifestyle, it affects your body. It
Yeah.
affects your body. You're the one that's stressed. You're the one getting a headache because your blood pressure is the one that's going, and they're okay. Like they're going about their day fine, but you're the one that's being affected. And so we really have to be more aware of our emotions and how we feel because that is a good, indicator.
Yeah,
of
that's what we
Okay.
were talking
Oh,
about yesterday on
yeah.
the show. How the chemical reaction in our body comes from our thoughts. And when our thoughts are not right, our blood stream becomes like toxic, and then it
Mm,
affects every organ in our body. If our thoughts are not brought into, the right perspective, it can really, really do some damage to your body because stress is a killer. And yeah, it can
yes.
cause disease. Yeah.
Thank you, LaKeisha, because yeah, I'm sending love and light to the 3 women drivers who were on my ass coming home today. I mean, so close that I could see the pores in their face. I mean, I'm looking up and I could see your face. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep my speed,
Yeah.
take a
You
breath.
do have
I'm
to
sending love and light.
send
Uh,
in love and light. Like today, I, taking Jabril to work. I was like, no, Jabril, we need to leave out before 8. Because I need to have time to prepare. I didn't even really get dressed today. I got a presentation today, a renter's insurance, a fire insurance, presentation, and I got on the road. Soon I live right near the freeway, and it was like, shh, it was a long line. I'm like, oh my God, traffic, slow traffic. And I had to tell myself, don't worry about it.
Mhm.
Everything is going to be fine. Everything always works out for you. So you're going to relax and you're just going to like, okay, because you're going to make it back in time. Relax and trust the universe. Trust that your intentions is to be back on time so you don't be late on your own show. Relax. It's gonna work out. And that's exactly what it did. It worked out. You know, it worked out. So we just have to set our attention, you know, trust the universe, trust God. He, ask and it is given, and he wants the best for us. Like he wants the best for us, and we just got to want the best for us as well. And we just have to stay in that peace of calmness. And like you said, that peace is nothing more like a peace of mind to be able to, to flourish, So Stacy, I wanted you today. Stacy is our guest today, you all. And one of the things, Stacy, you have businesses that I wasn't even aware of. So if I'm not aware of them, it's probably a lot of other people on here, your sisters, your Elizabeths, who's not aware of them. So can you please tell us about your businesses?
Okay.
Welcome,
Okay.
Stacy.
Thank you. So yeah, Stacy Scott, me myself, a lot of people say that I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. But I'm like thinking, I have such an entrepreneur spirit in me. And I was raised up, with family who are entrepreneurs. And so it just came to me. And sometimes I think that, wow, I got a lot going on, can I handle all of this? But one of the things that I had in my mindset was when I opened up this business, Meridian Catastrophic Case Management Services. It's a business where I work with people injured in motor vehicle accidents, and I coordinate their care for them. And I make sure that they get to the doctors that they need to go to, get the appointments that they need to have, like diagnostic appointments, MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, and different things like that, even blood work. And I make sure that they have any durable medical equipment that they may need. If they need anything else outside of that, like someone coming to their house to wash their dishes or to sweep their floor, to mow their lawn and different stuff like that, I make sure I coordinate that care for them as well. So in me doing that, being a case manager, I thought, well, okay, like the hospitals do, they have a lot of different businesses in and of themselves too. They have this department, physical therapy, they have occupational therapy, they have speech therapy, they have the X-ray department, they have where they keep all of the IV solutions and all of the equipment that they need for anything that they need, even medication from the pharmacy and everything is all housed inside the hospital. So I thought to myself, okay, so if I got to provide, the coordination of care for these clients, why don't I just open up another company called Meridian Home Care Household and Errands? And so I said, I can have people run errands and do household work. And if they need home care, I can have it all in this company. So I decided to do that. And that's where I provided attended care services for people. And the attended care services included someone who may need help with bathing, clothing themselves, like washing their back, putting their clothes on. What else? Medication reminders, supervision and monitoring because they may have a closed head injury and such. And so I just picked that part up and I opened that business as well. And so in the interim, while I was doing that, I thought, well, some of these patients, I told my nephew, okay, we'll get to that later. Some of these patients they can't stay at home by themselves. They need supervision and monitoring. And before they got in the accident, some of them perhaps didn't have their own home where they couldn't live in their own home or live by themselves. So you have to provide housing for them. So that's another benefit that is afforded to them when you have personal injury protection insurance that is provided by your insurance company, that they have to pay for every one of your needs. So I had someone that I knew that was, I just had someone that I knew that needed housing. So I said, I'm going to provide housing for him. So then at that time I had, everything was Meridian because I live on Meridian Street, right? Meridian Catastrophic Case Management Services, Meridian Home Care Household and Errands. And then I had Meridian Non-Emergency Medical Transportation Company. And I said, well, since I got to make coordinate care to take them everywhere they got to go, why don't I just open up a transportation company? And I did. So the housing piece kind of added in with the attended care piece. So I provided housing. And I didn't have a house that I could go send them to, or an apartment or something like that. So I moved them into my house. And they lived in the room like right next to this room. And I billed for it. And guess what? I got paid. So I was like really like gung-ho about, okay. So then, it took a while. Then they kind of cut my payment off, and then I had to sue them. And so in that suit process, the attorneys wanted to challenge me. I was in a 3-hour deposition with attorneys challenging me, saying that I was providing services and it was a conflict of interest. And one of the questions they asked me, do you think that providing attended care services, case management services, transportation services, and housing for this client?
You hit the mute button.
Do you think that providing case management services, attended care services, transportation services, and housing for this client is a conflict of interest? I said, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, if the hospitals can do it, so can I.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did it. And I was and either way it went, no matter which way it went, no matter what question they asked me, they couldn't stump me anywhere, because I provided the services. And because I told the truth on every little question that they asked, and they paid me.
Mm-hmm.
So then, so I had that company going, and then I opened up coaching, because I'm very passionate about health and keeping my health in check, because I've watched people die from diseases that were preventable. And what you guys know, my mom is going through dementia. My grandmother had dementia, and people in my family have diabetes, and my husband had chronic kidney failure. He had a heart attack. It was just so much stuff going on around me, and it was all preventable. So I decided to open up a company called Mindful Living for Life. And Mindful Living for Life was centered, my niche was centered around women over 40 with diabetes, because I had to choose a niche. Although in choosing my niche, I still feel very passionate about metabolic syndrome, because it's so closely related to everything that leads up to diabetes, whether you're a woman, a man, a child, or whatever. It's the metabolism that needs to be closely monitored. So that's my passion. That's where I really, really, really feel like I need to hone in on, outside of all of these other businesses that I am doing. That is what I really, really am really passionate about doing. Mindful living for life. And in every area of our life, we're supposed to be mindfully living. So that's why I thought up that name for that particular company.
Mm-hmm.
And so, LaKeisha, I see your hand up.
Yes. So one of the things you forgot to mention. So for those who don't know, I used to do case management as well. And I really did like it. It was really an eye-opener on how these doctors provide these different medications. So what Stacy failed to say is that she helped people win their cases, because documentation is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times, you be overwhelmed with going to all of these doctors. They're not doing the proper documentation that's needed. The insurance companies don't want to pay, so they have their own agenda, and then you have, it was just amazing in that process to see how the insurance companies you have doctors, lawyers that is on the insurance company side. So they like to select those that is on the insurance side. Then you have doctors, lawyers that's on the victim side. Well, I wouldn't like to say the word victim, but it's on the client side. And it's amazing how, you have to be careful what some doctors are for the patients and some doctors are not for the patient, you know. And so that was amazing. But what she does is she helps that individual win their case, and she provides these reports, and these reports goes to the lawyer, and the reports also goes to the insurance company. So everybody knows what's going on. But an individual, that's a lot of information to go. You got all of these different appointments that you are going to, and to be able to record and document everything is a very tedious task. So I
Yeah.
commend you that you're still doing case management, because people who've been in serious catastrophic car accidents, that's the first thing I ask them. Did you get you a case manager? Do you have a case manager? Because if you really want to win your case, that is the best way of putting you in the best position to win your case, is to have a case manager that's on your, that's on your side. And it's just, I commend you for that work. And the reports, is, detailed. Like, you really helping these people make a difference. I remember one lady, she had over 26 surgeries from her car accident.
Mhm.
You just have a lot of things that goes on, and that documentation is very, very important. Very important. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware that a case manager position, to me, when I was doing, I help people win their case.
Yeah, yeah. And then another thing that I just added, because when you said, okay, so I'm a legal nurse consultant as well. And what a legal nurse consultant does is they help attorneys win cases. And so what I can do, a attorney can hire me to do medical records review, or they can hire me to do a case merit to find out if the case is even worth taking to court. They can hire me to do a chronology so that they can see how everything happened in sequence. They can hire me as a expert witness, to witness, to be a expert nurse in a certain area, and they can call me to trial. I can do a deposition. I can do all of that kind of stuff. And so I work with that. That's totally separate from building a case for attorney in case management. That's helping the attorney understand the medical records and what they are saying, so that they, when they go to present it for the court, they can look at the records that of all of the appointments that the doctors went to, the patient went through, and see what every doctor prescribed for them in every area, whether it be physical therapy, medication, whatever. But I get to help them lay their case out so that they can understand it clearly themselves without thumbing through a bunch of paperwork. I can set it in chronological order for them. That's exciting for me to even start doing that piece.
Yeah. Evelyn had put something in the chat. Oh, you want to say something, Queen?
No, I'm slapping Stacy for all that knowledge, and we didn't know nothing about that.
Oh, I just started the legal nurse stuff back in June, though.
That's one of them slap your mama good. Information. He's like, what? You do all that?
And, yes, and she's always, like, I've always admired Stacey, if she doesn't know, but I've always admired her because she always carried herself, very professional, and was always about her business, And so Evelyn put in the chat, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but still always better than a master of one. And so throughout my life, people used to always, so you got some people say you just need to concentrate on one thing, just concentrate on one thing. So I did multiple things, I truly believe in multiple streams of income. And, this conversation, I had this conversation with my mentor, like, people always saying, you doing too much, you doing too much. But if I didn't do all the things that I did, I don't know how I would have made it. Like, I really don't know how I would have paid my bills, how I would have paid my house off in 7 years if I just relied on the one thing, because everything came in at the right time. When this wasn't working, this was. When this didn't come in, this came in. Like it was just like clockwork, like just, timely. And he said, LaKeisha, only poor people tell you that. Only poor people tell you that you're doing too much. Like you're doing too much. Only poor people tell you that. Multi-millionaires, billionaires, they have tons of businesses. They don't just have one. They have multiple businesses. And so yesterday I was in my car because I use my car as my classroom. So I take that opportunity to use it as my university. I put on, different things. I love audiobooks. So these things that may interest me, I try to find if it's on Audible. If it's an audible book. And so I can listen to it because I'll get it in a lot faster listening to it than me reading the entire book out, And one of the things it said was I was listening to Kevin Harrington's book. It was called Mentor to Millions. And he was saying that Kevin Harrington was telling him to have many fires, quit analyzing everything. Sometimes you just got to move with the flow, when the opportunity, just jump on it, quit thinking so much about, just think of, just move with the flow, because you can analyze it and take all this time. It still don't mean it's going to make it or it's going to be, but if you have all of these fires going, one of them is about to really flourish.
One of the popcorns is about to pop.
Yeah, I've been hearing millionaires say, hurry up and film. Just hurry up and film. Don't take all day
Hurry up.
to have this business before you realize I need to let it go. I need to just go fail fast and move on. So that's an interesting concept. I thought that was a very interesting concept. So, and it's about, being focused and then having the right mindset. One of the things, your mindset is wealth set. Your mindset is wealth set. Success in wealth building begins with the right mindset. If you believe in abundance and align your actions with faith and determination, financial breakthroughs will follow. And I truly believe that. So, that's one of Madam Finance's quotes. Your mindset is well set. How everybody had their own quotes, such and such quote. I am developing all of my quotes, Madam Finance original quotes, and that's one of them. Your mindset is well set, and that is. Shift your focus from limitations to possibilities. The right mindset can open doors that seem impossible. Yeah. So and I just have to say, I'm so proud of the Elizabeths. Everybody is, moving forward. And it doesn't always have to be huge, gigantic steps. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. The Bible says despise not small beginnings. Mm-hmm. So you have to start somewhere and stop trying to be perfect at everything. Quit waiting. I'm not going to do because I got to have this. I need this. I need my son. I need money. No, it's a lot of things that you can do that does not require money. Go ahead, Queen. Your hand is up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just wanted to ask Stacy, so what are you working? Because you said the last thing just created for you. Well, so what are you working on now? And Meridian, isn't that a insurance company or something?
It is. Meridian. Meridian name is very popular. And it has a meaning of like from one, what is it called? From one, not dimension, but it spans over a big space from north to south. So it covers a wide area of space. If you look up the word meridian, that's what it talks about, it being a big space from one place to another. And so I live on Meridian Street. So I decided to name everything Meridian because it had a meaning and it was a popular name.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and I was gonna name my consulting company Meridian Legal Consulting. No, Meridian Legal Nurse Consulting. And they shot that name down. You can't put nurse with legal. Nah, 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 nah. So I said, okay, I'll name it Meridian Nurse Consulting. No, Meridian. Yeah, I couldn't name it Nurse Consultant either. And so I said, well, I'll just name it Meridian Consulting. How about that? That name is gone. So now I have to figure out another name with Meridian in it. I don't find one. I found one. I just forgot what it was. It was Meridian something Consulting.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it can't have nurse in it and it can't have legal in it because they said if you put nurse in it, then you have to have a doctor over you. I'm like, how you know I ain't got a doctor over me?
Mm-hmm.
So they just assume that, so they won't let me have that name. So I think it's going to be something like Meridian Consulting Services, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's going to have Meridian in it somewhere.
Wow.
But I'm not really concerned about the name right now. I just want to get my name out there, and start building relationships with attorneys so that I can just get jobs from them. Yeah. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
So
And
what
I
are you doing with the okay, let me put it like this. If you had a show, would you have a show? Okay.
uh-huh,
But if you had a show by yourself,
uh-huh.
what would your show be about? With all the stuff that you do, what would your show be about?
Health and wellness.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what would your episodes be about? How would you structure that?
Okay, so I would structure my episodes around the first thing I would center around is the microbiome, and that's the gut health. So everything would flow out from there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can develop countless amount of episodes just stemming from that. And I can take diabetes and I can develop a lot of episodes from diabetes alone. It could include eating healthy, mindset, environment, family. It can be so encompassing in different areas. Like I actually had about what I did was I developed about 6 months worth of material that I could talk about right up front. And so I know from week to week what I'm going to talk about because I already have the topics.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath my topics, I do subtopics.
Mm-hmm.
And those subtopics bring me back to the topic.
Yeah.
So you can always set up your show where you're going to have something in particular you talk about, like say microbiome would be my head topic. Underneath microbiome, it would be all of the microbes that are in your stomach that are good microbes and bad microbes. Which ones are good and which ones are bad? Do we need both of them? Do we have to have both of them? What happens once the food interact with those microbes? Where does it go from there?
Mm-hmm.
It goes to the intestines. And where does it go from the intestines? Intestines are very small and they have little micro holes that we're not aware of, that it goes into the bloodstream. And once it gets into the bloodstream, then we got a whole nother party going on with it could affect every organ in your body. So just starting with the microbiome alone, you can go from talking about diabetes to dementia, to chronic liver failure, to heart failure, to polycystic ovary disease, thyroid disease, Cushing's disease, any kind of disease you can think of, you can start honing from the gut, because that's where it all begins. And a lot of people don't even realize that's how a lot of people die from COVID, because
Yeah.
they have an unhealthy gut.
Now, Joy has her hand up. I just want to say one thing. So that's one of the reasons why we're working on collaborating with one another, is because Natural Living by Design is also in the health space, because my family has had their share of health challenges, from being healthy and active to bedridden and taking a lot of medication. And so, and we're both business minded. So also you combine them both, your health and wellness combined with business success, and being successful in business in that space is challenging. What I found out is very challenging, to get the word out and to be able to help them on a more holistic, point of view. And so, if we are able to piggyback off of one another and have those meaningful conversations to change lives, I think it'll be very, beneficial. And I feel that Stacy is a powerful speaker, as well. And Joy, go ahead with your question. It's 9:58.
Okay,
Go
just
ahead, girl.
real
What you
quick.
bringing today? I love your questions, girl. It's thought provoking. Go ahead, Joy.
Real quick, just to piggyback on that, Grand Rising, everyone, first of all. And next, to piggyback on that, if we don't have our health, we don't have anything. If we don't have our health, we couldn't do this show. Our health is everything, and you don't really realize it till your health fails or till something happens. The question that I wanted to ask Stacy was, are there any statute of limitations to, when working with the lawyers in those cases, are there any statute of limitations to when they can file?
Yes. When you're in an automobile accident, you have one year, I'm sorry, from the date of injury to make a claim. And all you do is pick up the telephone, call the insurance company, say I had an accident on such and such a date. They'll give you a claim number. That starts the process.
1 year. Okay. What about any malpractices in the hospitals?
I'm not sure about that yet, but I think I want to say, I don't know. I would say Google that.
Okay.
I want to say 3 years, but I might be totally wrong. But yeah, I help attorneys also with malpractice, helping them establish the standard of care. What was the standard of care? Was it violated? Did you do what you were supposed to do? Yeah.
Right. In my mother's situation, she went in for a knee replacement and it got infected, and she ended up passing from that. So I tried to file a claim with, they had a case on TV, and they said, yeah, you probably have a really good case, but they didn't want to take it on. They wanted me to hire a lawyer for it. So I was just wondering what the statute of limitation was on that. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It's been 3 years now. Yeah, it's been 3 years. We have to pick our battles. We have to pick our battles. But I was hoping that this particular case, because the type of knee that the metal that they put in there was bad metal, and it caused an infection. And they even had the talking on TV that this particular knee replacement caused this infection. And I'm like, this is a perfect case for you all to take, but it's like they wanted me to go out and hire a lawyer for it.
Who wanted you to hire a lawyer?
They had it on TV. You know how they have those, what do you call it? Those group claims where they advertise on TV. You know what I'm talking about?
It wasn't an attorney firm or nothing like that you reached out to initially?
It was an attorney firm. I don't remember what attorney it was. It was something that I saw on TV, and they were talking about this particular device caused infections.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So
where they have those mass, what do they call them? Mass cases where they
yeah, it's a case where a lot of people may have been affected by it, and they get everybody. It's a group, like a group.
Yes, I can't think of the name of it. Yes, and it was that situation. So I told them and sent my information in, and they didn't want to take that particular case for some reason.
They have one going on right now about perms. How perms,
And I find,
causing cancer and a
yeah,
lot of other different things. And they will send you things in the mail for you to, if you've been affected by different certain products and different things like that, that you could, participate. I remember one, I can't remember what the lawsuit was, but the people won. But it's so many people that the amount that you get back is, very minimal. Like they won it, and I did get a little something, but it wasn't a lot because it has to spread it amongst the millions of
so many,
people.
yes, yes.
But
Yeah.
I bet you that attorney got his 33% up front.
You know he did. You know he did. I actually
Right.
filed for the perm one actually, and they said it was a good case, but I guess it was for so long. It was the time frame was back, when I was in my 20s, and they wouldn't take that. I
Mhm.
had all the evidence of everything, but they wouldn't take that.
Wow.
So it's
Evelyn's hand is up as well.
Yes, and it's 10:03. Go ahead, Evelyn.
It's blending in with your decor.
You on mute, love.
Okay, I am declaring and decree, Stacy, I am going to be one of your success stories. Okay, you and Deidre. Okay, so that's out there. I wanted to know, what do you know? Because it's very evident I have a hernia. So I'm really concerned about my gut health because when I got my gallbladder taken out, none of what I'm learning today was told to me about what I was eating. But I think in that time frame, I had decided, because when I was younger, I used to, I used to cook like my dad, for holidays, cook the ribs and the mac and cheese and all that other stuff. So as his diabetes came to fruition in 77, I started looking at different ways for him to be fed. Um, but I just wanted to know, yeah, with hernias and gut health, is that does that kind of go hand in hand?
I don't think a hernia go hand in hand with gut health. A hernia is something that protrudes out from your stomach because of a weakness that's there.
In the lining.
In the lining, there's a weakness in the lining, and my husband had a hernia, and they can operate on that and remove that hernia and close it in where that lining is tighter, where it, and you can heal and that hernia be gone. Did you ever have surgery on it?
No, because I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to lose this weight, and that didn't happen, but it will. But also, I also think, because I think it would have something to do with with my eating habits. I think, and the gallbladder being taken out is the reason I think that all of that came to be.
It may have happened when the gallbladder was removed. It may have weakened that area to
Yeah.
where it made it protrude out. But they
Right.
can do surgery on that area and get rid of that hernia and
Yeah.
set it back up.
Yeah,
But
I just want to make sure that they don't use any foreign matter in my body, because I did talk to a surgeon several years ago, and I don't even know if she's still alive now, because she was pretty old then. But I said, if I had proceeded with it, it would have been with her, because she absolutely would not use any foreign matter to repair anything. It would be, something, yeah. So that would be my only stipulation. And at almost 70 years old, I've had pretty good, recoveries from, like childbirth. Only two things was childbirth and the hernia is what I've ever been in the hospital for, like
well, I
that.
would say it just depends on how bad it bothers you. If it's painful and stuff like that and you can't tolerate it, and I would find the best doctor around to have them remove that hernia and close in the area, because I mean you can heal that area once it get closed in, and it won't protrude out again.
Okay.
But hernias usually come from surgeries or some break like maybe having a baby and you stretching your stomach all out, and then it'll protrude out. But
Yeah. Yeah. No, this happened after the hernia removal. I mean,
yeah,
after that gallbladder removal.
that's probably
I
what.
remember doing research years ago regarding hernias, and they say that most hernias won't get better without surgery. Like, there's no health thing that you can do to make the hernia smaller or anything like that. Like, so that's what I years ago. I haven't did research in a while, but they just say hernias don't go away on its own. Basically,
Yeah. Oh
there's no
no, I didn't think it would.
food
So
or
I have a
anything.
question. Mama, you said when you started off that we probably know that you or Stacy probably knows that you have deal with a hernia. Is that because of your size or what? Why would you say
Because it protrudes out. It's not, I don't just have a
Tell it
big
was a
stomach,
hernia.
it's a hernia.
I
I
could tell
mean,
what it was when I saw it.
you talking about
yeah,
your stomach? That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
okay. I don't know what a hernia looks like that.
Yeah, it started out like as big as my fist, and then just, because I didn't have any insurance and I was afraid for the mountain, just the fear, that stupid
So
word.
is it like right here? Where is it at?
No, it's right here. It's my belly. It's right here.
That's a hernia?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just fat.
That would be
No, I mean,
nice.
I'm really
I
serious.
understand.
Know
Thank you
that
very much. Yeah, I wished it was.
I could tell that it was separate from
Okay,
just body fat
okay,
because it
okay.
stuck out like a balloon.
So
Yeah.
when a lot of
It was a
sisters
balloon
say,
and then
yeah,
flat. I could tell it was a hernia.
Yeah.
wow.
Okay. So we're on a journey now. I love this. Tomorrow.
Health and wellness, health and health is wealth. So
Yeah.
it is 10:09.
Yes.
I just
Okay.
want to say thank you. Welcome, Sharonda, Joy. I really, truly appreciate you all taking the time out in your morning to come to Grand Rising Elizabeth Wealth Building Wednesdays.
Well,
I really,
you are a must. This is a must. This is my daily medicine. This is my daily uplift.
yeah. And it's
This,
not going to get anything but better and better and better because I am working on bringing some stuff that is going to be life changing for our financial success and leaving a legacy to our children and our children's children. So I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about the things that I'm working on. Some people say move in silence. And so I'm moving in silence.
Yeah.
I'm moving in silence. So let's give ourselves a wonderful, wonderful hug and love yourself. Oh, and kiss yourself. Let's hug the world because the world needs hugs too. And let's just sprinkle some love, peace, and happiness, on those maniac drivers. Let's send them love and light and pray that they get to their destination
Yes.
safe and sound. I love you all. I appreciate you all so much. Stacy, thank you so much for being an awesome guest. You are amazing. And I say keep up the good work. And can't wait to the end of the year when we can talk about our success stories and the things that we've accomplished in 2024. Because y'all know I'm gonna ask, like, give us at least be ready to give us about 4 things that you are excited that you have accomplished in 2024. Y'all can do 4. Let's make it 5. 5 things that you are thankful for and that you were able to accomplish in 2024. Because we started off now with, you know what I'm saying, with the conference. Now, from the conference until now, the success is in the routine. I'm expecting the Elizabeth to have at least 5 things that they accomplished this year.
Oh, baby.
These many.
Peace
Have a
out.
wonderful and fantastic day. Love
You
you.
as well. Bye, everybody.